Motherhood and empires. Is it possible to have it all? I'm going to tell you exactly what I think in this video, so stay tuned. Let's talk for a second about motherhood and empires. Look, I get it. You love your kids more than anything. I feel the same way. My kids are amazing, but yet there's a part of me that feels like I was made for something bigger than myself, bigger than diapers. It's hard to explain, but sometimes the balance of trying to start or run a business and being a great mom can be really confusing. Where do your priorities lie? What do you focus on? I'm not going to pretend that I have it all figured out, but I will say that I'm loving the balance that I'm finding with my family and my business, especially now having 3 kids and 2 businesses. It's kind of like we became a family of 7. Before I dive into this, I want to be totally honest. There's a word that people use to describe moms who are entrepreneurs that just sometimes doesn't feel right for me. And that word is mompreneur. For some reason, it feels almost limiting. Like my entrepreneurship is limited by my motherhood and vice versa. Like I'm not a great mom because of my entrepreneurship. I like to say I am a mom and I am an entrepreneur. Please don't call me a mompreneur. If you're a mom who runs a business, you've probably experienced people who say things like, how do you have time for that? I can barely get my kids dressed in the morning. And sometimes things like, don't you feel guilty that you're not always there for your kids? I've heard the gamut of comments about being a mom and also about being a business owner. In fact, there have been times where people have questioned my dedication to my job because of my kids, and that hurts. However, I want to put a different spin on things. Have you ever heard the quote, if you want to get something done, ask a busy person? The same is true with motherhood and entrepreneurship. If you want a business to be nurtured, structured, beautiful, full of life, ask a mom. That's right. You being a mom might actually just be a superpower. And for anyone who second guesses your ability to run a business just because you have kids, that's not okay. And you don't owe them anything. Those aren't your people. I still remember the day after I had my 3rd child, Dominic. We were in the hospital and one of my clients sent me a message and asked if I could check on something. I responded, is it okay if I do it in a couple days? I'm in the hospital. She instantly got worried and was concerned that something had happened to me. I explained, no, I just gave birth to my 3rd child. She didn't even know that I was pregnant. Because moms can do a lot. We were made to be strong, and we've been through crazy situations. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've literally experienced a crying baby on a conference call, muting as the baby cries, picking up and jumping on the call as soon as he goes to sleep. It's okay. It's not going to look like everybody else's visions for life. That's perfect. That's awesome. More power to you. And one of the coolest things about being a mom and an entrepreneur is you will find strength and confidence in either side of your business when the other feels weak. You know what I'm talking about. Those days that don't go according to plan with your kids, or even those days in your business where it feels like everything's about to fall apart. I have to tell you, nothing recharges me quite like completely unplugging and spending a couple of hours with my kids. And when I don't get that time with my kids, I quickly get burnt out on my business. My kids give me a reason to unplug, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But on the flip side of things, my business gives me a built-in break from my kids as well, so that by the time I spend time with them, I'm recharged, I'm taken care of, I'm confident, I'm excited, I've missed them. But quite possibly, one of the greatest superpowers of being a mom building your empire is the driving force. It's stronger than anything. You're not just doing it for you, you're doing it for your kids. You're doing it for their futures, so you can afford a wonderful life for them, so that you can impress them and be a role model. If anything, it actually causes you to work harder. I personally believe that moms who are entrepreneurs are some of the strongest people in the world. Anyone who underestimates them would be a fool. If you're listening to this thinking, yeah, Rachel, but what about mom guilt? I've got you. I've been there too. If you click the link below, I actually have an amazing resource for you. Mom Guilt Be Gone, an excellent cheat sheet that will help you to maximize your time in your business and with your kids, banish mom guilt for good, and ultimately feel fulfilled in both parts of your life. Because after all, you can have it all. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment below so I know if you're going through these exact scenarios, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a single one. I'll catch you later.